What's going on, guys? It's your boy Burrow77 coming to you live, talking some college hoops. We are going to get into some of the conference tournament previews. I want to talk about some value spots I find in these mid-major conferences and how we can try and look to exploit them with some of the futures markets available. Without further ado, we will jump straight into this, starting with the Horizon League tournament. The Horizon League has been very competitive this year. Oakland did a really nice job. They are the highest seed. Wright State is another team that I think can make a little bit of a run here. But we are going to focus on Green Bay. Green Bay, you can get it 16-1 over on Caesars versus 10-1 over on most other sports books. Green Bay's been having a heck of a season. They went from last to third in the Horizon League. This team has really bought in, even though they have lost one of their better players. They've been fighting and they've been hooping all season. They got the next man up mentality. They've bought into the system. They play hard. And they've already managed to beat Youngstown State this season away in their building. And in order to win the Horizon League, you only have to win 3 games when you're the 3 seed like Green Bay is. They will play whoever the winner of Milwaukee versus Detroit Mercy is, which is kind of, I don't want to say a given, but Milwaukee should win that one because Detroit Mercy, I think, has like 2 wins on the entire season. So that sets up for Green Bay at home hosting in-state rivals Milwaukee. If they manage to get past that, they'll play whoever's on that 2 line or comes through that 2 seed of Youngstown State versus the winner of Cleveland State versus IUPUI. We're taking this Green Bay position because I think we will have a decent hedgeable number against Youngstown State on the money line if they do end up playing each other March 11th. And if they beat Youngstown State, we're going to have a very easy to hedge number with 16-1 versus whoever comes out of the top bracket in the finals game. Or you can ride it out, and if Green Bay wins the entire thing, you're getting 16-1 on your money. I just think this is kind of an outlying number. I don't hate 10-1. I think that is still a pretty good price. But to get $6 more on my dollar for a team that I think has a legitimate chance to win 1, if not 2 games, I love getting in on this early and then looking to hedge later. Keeping things moving over to the Patriot League tournament, I am going to take a flyer here on American at 10-1 on FanDuel. This is sitting at about 8-1 on most other sports books. American has had some good early season tournament experience in multi-team events, and they know how to play on a short turnaround. American was even able to upset Colgate on the road earlier this season back on February 25th. If American can beat Bucknell and then get 1 more win under their belt, they're in the finals Wednesday, March 13th. And you should be able to find a really easy hedge number versus whoever comes off of that bottom line. Again, this is a value position. I'm really hoping that American gets past Bucknell. They see this Colgate team. They put in a good fight. If they manage to beat Colgate and make it to the finals, we should be able to hedge this number for profit no matter what. And that's why I like talking these futures, especially in single elimination tournaments with college kids. Just got to win 2 games, and then you can hedge a number like this for profit without any issue. Keeping it moving into the Sun Belt tournament, App State and James Madison are the heavy favorites here for a reason. James Madison has lost outright to App State twice. They're on different sides of the bracket. That's the matchup everybody kind of wants to see here in the finals. But I think this number on Troy here is sneaky good at plus 650 over on FanDuel. Troy has not played head-to-head against James Madison yet this season, but Troy has been able to beat App State outright. Again, this is an easy hedge position. What I'm looking for is Troy to win their game. Again, this is an easy spot to hedge if Troy can win 2 games. You only need 3 wins to be champion, and if they get past JMU, we already know that they've beaten App State outright. App State will probably be a more heavy favorite here, but it will be on a neutral floor, and I think we'll get a money line number good enough to hedge a plus 650 future. I don't see any other lower seeds making any sort of noise here in this tournament, except for maybe Louisiana. The Ragin' Cajuns should at least win their first game, but that second game versus Arkansas State makes me a little bit nervous. And I just don't know if they have what it takes to beat App State to win 2 games here. So I think the best value is on Troy if you're looking for a long shot in Sun Belt action. Keeping it moving, we got the Ohio Valley Tournament. I'm a little surprised here to see how favored Morehead State is. Little Rock has been playing excellent basketball. I've watched a ton of Little Rock this season. They're good on the road. They're good at home. Little Rock is on a 9-game win streak, and they've won 13 of their last 15. They did lose an away game to Tennessee Martin, but they won their home game versus Morehead State in a tight one. It was 69-68. So I'm sure Morehead wants another swing. And Little Rock split the home and away with Tennessee Martin. So a third game rubber match there is one Tennessee Martin would definitely compete in. I just think there's way too much value on Little Rock here at plus 230, sitting on the 1 seed line. When Morehead State is on the 3 seed line and has to play an extra game, Little Rock gets the easiest path to the finals, and they just have to win 2 games to win the tournament. So if you're confident Little Rock will be able to beat Western Illinois, Tennessee State, or Southern Indiana, whoever makes it far enough in the tournament to play them for their first match, then you just need 1 win and you find yourself in a hedgeable position for the championship game. I like this a lot. I ended up going a little bit heavier on it. This is a full half unit play for me, whereas all this stuff that's, 7, 8, 9 to 1 is just kind of a 0.1 or 0.2 unit sprinkle. But as far as long shots go in the Ohio Valley Tournament, Little Rock to win at plus 230 is definitely a future I have a lot of confidence in and might not even be looking to cash out the ticket and just ride it out, because I do think that Little Rock will be your Ohio Valley champions. Keeping it right on moving into the Big South Tournament, I do like a couple of spots here, and we're going to start with Winthrop. Winthrop you can get at plus 800 over on FanDuel. They lost both in-season head-to-heads with High Point. They played them tough both times, forcing an overtime, lost by only 2 at home when they were facing High Point. It is incredibly tough to beat a college basketball team 3 times in one season. So if Winthrop beats Longwood and ends up playing High Point, I like getting 8-1 on a third rubber match versus 2 of the quality teams here in the Big South. Now, the next one I got for you comes off of the other line. So you can take both of these futures positions, and if they end up playing each other in the championship, then you don't have to hedge at all. You already got yourself a pre-built-in hedge, which is fantastic. And the flyer I'm going to take here is very similar to why I'm taking Winthrop. I'm backing the number 2 seed UNC Asheville at plus 350 over on DK. They lost both in-season head-to-heads with Gardner-Webb. And like I said, it's really hard to beat a college team 3 times in a single season. Both of these teams are just good. They're not great. UNC Asheville really challenged themselves this season with their non-conference scheduling, playing teams like Michigan, Auburn, UAB, Western Kentucky, Lipscomb, App State, who they beat outright on a neutral floor. Now, UNC Asheville hasn't been playing their best basketball to close out the season. They dropped 2 of their last 5 to Longwood and 1 to Gardner-Webb. That loss to Gardner-Webb was on the 24th of February. And if UNC Asheville gets a third head-to-head, I do think that they can stick it to Gardner-Webb this time. And I also like that both of our long shots are coming from different sides of the bracket, and we could potentially get a situation where both of these teams end up playing each other and we won't have to worry about a hedge. That's all I got for you guys today. I didn't find anything I loved in the Northeastern Conference that I thought we could find value on. I don't know. I took a look at the West Coast Conference tournament bracket, and that's really just set up so that Gonzaga plays St. Mary's and the winner goes to the tournament. I didn't find anything I thought was worth talking about when it comes to the Summit League either. The CAA bracket is out, and I will make that a separate video for tomorrow or Thursday, since that doesn't tip off. The first round of the CAA doesn't tip off until Friday the 8th. And then I know the Big Sky just kind of finished up, so I will get a look at that bracket as well and see if I can find any futures positions we like. And I'll tack that in with the CAA bracket assessment. And then we'll just keep going from there. Anytime we get the conference tournament bracket out, I will take a look at it and we'll try and find some valuable futures positions. That's it. That's all I got today. Thank you guys for tuning in. Be sure to hit that like and subscribe button below. You can catch me on Land Your Bets Network with Josh when he's available. That logo is right up here in the corner, and the link to his YouTube is right down below as well. I also get on with Kyle Kerms and talk college hoops occasionally as a recurring guest. Kyle and his boys are great to talk to. They're really sharp. They do a live show at 3 p.m. every day for college hoops. You can find that link below as well. I also do all my soccer stuff. Got the Bet US show live Thursdays at 3 p.m. on the Bet US network. Link for that below as well. 2 Foot Talk Wednesday nights, 7:30 live. Link below as well. I got merch. You can get yourself a nice little Burrows hat. We got sweatpants, sweatshorts, t-shirts, hoodies, whatever you need. That's all I got. I'm going to run. I want to cut this video short so I can get all my UCL bets down. That's talking mid-major conference tournaments with Oaks. Appreciate you guys. We out. Deuce.